Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the Wicked Wednesday Monsters of Dirt. It is time for your Checkers and Wreckers, a Pro Late Model Series. Good evening, race fans. My name is Brett Wheeler, joined alongside Stephen McMillan as we get set for another round of the series. And tonight, we come to the house that Earl built in Rossburg, Ohio, the Big E, Eldora Speedway. Steve, welcome back to the Wicked Wednesday and the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series. As we've got qualifying on the program, it's glad to have you back for another night.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad they allowed me in the booth.
Alright, so we have qualifying on the screen. Shane James, 15.721. Driver on the racetrack. We are watching it. Was that Austin Friedman last week? That was running under Darren Friedman's name? Was it Austin?
I think so. I think it was.
Yeah, 18th quick. Make that 19th quick. John Alatic driving that FTP Full Throttle Performance, Dirty Grass, Souls, Capron, Screen Printing, and iRacing iFlat, Carnival 60. 13th quick with a 15.874. Lucas Chowning on the racetrack in Carnival 47. 4th quick with a 15.770. Steve, you look at the top 20, separated by just a little shy over 0.2 of a second. It just goes to show you tonight the competition is in red hot form and they are very, very close.
That's right. They're saying, "Who's your daddy?"
So apparently we're naughty Wednesdays. I mean, I don't mind that, but it's got to come up. It's got to stay in tone with the Wicked Wednesday theme. As Benji,
That's right.
Yeah, as Benji Killian on screen in caliber 75, 23rd quick with a 15.953. I look through this field, Steve. Your top 40 drivers, less than half a second. We've got 46 that have taken a lap time, and another 2 drivers that haven't qualified. Now I'm not sure whether they're in the server or not, but boy, you've got 46 drivers here tonight. It's certainly going to be on, during the heat races, and of course tonight's 50-lap main event.
Definitely. It's going to be a good action-packed race, that's for sure. Especially when this track slicks off.
Alright, we are bearing down in the final 10 seconds of this qualifying session for the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series. Now, of course, tonight, I believe the points coming into this one, Steve, I think I've seen John put somewhere that the top 4 drivers were like 2 points within each other. So, I mean, when you got this sort of competition out here tonight, did you say double points tonight? Oh, wow.
Double points tonight.
Oh, it's on. It's going to be on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, heat number 1. Heat 1 of 4. We'll take to the racetrack right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Choo-choo! 8 laps, and this is the top 4 going to go through to tonight's main event. Starting on pole, driving the HRE Motorsports, it's going to be Shane James. On the outside of your front row, driving car number 32, Daniel Powell. Inside second row, car number 38 of Jace Johns Run. On his outside, car number 79, it's BM Blake Murray. Starting position, number 5, driving the 3D Racing 08 machine, Calvin Herring. On his outside, in car number 017, that's Justin Sick. Car number 68, Darren Literal, will start position number 7. On the outside of him, at a position number 8, driving car number 75, that's Jesse Johnsrud. Position number 9, driving car number 40, Robert Schaefer. On his outside, the Monsters of Dirt, car number 421, John Etheridge. Out of position number 10. Out of position 11, driving car number 34 of Cody Rennett. Alongside him to make up the 12-car field. He's only worth a couple of pennies yet. We'll start it very early, Steve. Driving car number 17, Derek Nichols.
I will go with a couple of pennies. Derek Nichols take the win.
You absolute fool. You fool. Let's seriousness. Let's put it aside. Let's go position 4.
All right. Who could I go with? Let's see here. I will go with position.
Who?
Position 5.
Calvin Herring?
Calvin Herring. Yes, sir.
Screw you. I was taking him.
It's 5th. You said 4th.
Yeah. Who's finishing 4th?
Oh, who's finishing fourth?
Yeah.
Oh, Calvin Herring.
Yeah, screw you. I'm gonna go Joe. I'm gonna go Darren Literal. Anyhow, heat number 1, the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series here at the Eldora Speedway. We are green. And down into 1 and 2, James will look to lead out of turn 2, but Daniel Powell's got a run in driving car number 32. They race side by side for your race lead. Here comes the 79 of Blake Murray. Meanwhile, Justin Sick moves into 4th, Calvin Herring 5th. But your battle is well and truly on for the race lead between Shane James, Daniel Powell and Blake Murray. But it is going to be Daniel Powell leading into turns 3 and 4.
That's right. As you see Daniel Powell come down front straightaway, side-by-side action, Blake Murray, Shane James. But look at Justin Sick. He's sneaking in there. He's getting really close to the back end of Shane James and soon be looking for that 3rd and 2nd spot.
Yeah, the 17S of Justin Sick right on the bubble at the moment. Not hoping to not have that bubble burst by Calvin Herring driving the number 08 machine just tucked in behind him. But meanwhile, it's unfortunate to see that Shane James, he's gone backwards in this heat race after starting on pole. Meanwhile, Blake Murray now will move into 2nd spot. He'll set his sights on the driver of the number 32 machine. That is Daniel Powell. A couple of FTP cars run 1 and 2. Stephen, boy, these FTP cars, it's almost like they've populated. They just seem to be everywhere now.
Definitely, they're everywhere. I mean, you almost see driver you talk to is part of the team. But that's all right. But look at Calvin Herring. He's starting to put heavy pressure on the 17 car, just as sick as they go down the back straightaway. And even that, Jace Jondra is in the mix there.
Yeah, Jace Jondra in 6th, followed by Jesse as well back there in 7th spot. But right now we'll take a look at the 3D racing car of Calvin Herring driving the 08 machine. We'll come to the white flag this time by. Jesse puts a slider on Jace Jondra there through turn number 3 and 4. The white flag is out. Meanwhile, this battle up front, Steve, it's on Blake Murray. He's got a couple of turns to make something happen. Does he go low? Nope, he stays high. He figures, you know what? If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I don't. Off at turn number 4, checkered flag is out. Daniel Powell, Blake Murray, Shane James and Justin Sick, your top 4. Calvin Herring, Jesse Jondra, Jace Jondra, Darren Little, John Etheridge, Derek Nichols, your top 10, Robert Schaefer and Cody Rennet to round out this 12-car field. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series Heat number 2 from the Eldora Speedway.
All right, starting your front row, it's car number 33, VLR Team Entry Evans C. On his outside, car number 3, Mario Perez. Starting your second row inside, in car number 24, JR, is Daniel Cummings Jr. On his outside, in car number 60, is John Alatek. Your third row inside is Brooks Trammell, the Checkers and Wreckers sponsored machine. And Mookie Haney making a return back, starting 6th. Then you got Austin Yarborough starting 7th. Anthony, I can't remember how to say your last name. I'm so sorry, sir. And Rod Tucker will start 9th. Starting 10th is Jacob Campbell. And Jonathan Smith starts 11th. And Brady Zimke will start 12th.
I think it's
Brett, who do you have finishing 4th?
I think it's pronounced Cordell.
I think so, but I didn't want to say it wrong. I don't want to be the
all right, let's go.
Laughing stock.
Yeah. Don't worry, mate. We are the laughing stock. That's why we get these people coming back, because we're just so funny. That's what I'm going to go.
All right.
With. Position
Lights
4.
are out pace pickle. Yeah, position 4.
4. This is going to be tough. I'm actually going to go with Brooks Trammell.
All right, I'll go with Mookie Haney. Lights are out of pace vehicle. Pace vehicle will be pulling off into the infield this time, going out of turn number 4. Pace vehicle will start to pull in. Evans C. Yeehaw! Let's go racing, boys. It's green flag action for heat race number 2. Look at Brooks Trammell going down, making it 2 to 3 wide there. Battling for that 3rd spot. They're 3 wide coming out of the back straightaway. John Eltek and Daniel Cummings Jr. get into it a little bit. They're still side by side coming out turn number 4 for that 3rd spot. Evan C. is in a commanding lead with Mario Perez in 2nd.
Yeah, still watching the battle right now for 3rd and 4th as Alatic and Daniel Cummings Jr. They rob panels down the back straightaway. Alatic through the middle. Daniel Cummings Jr. working the outside of the racetrack. At the line, I'm going to give that one to John Alatic. He was slide up in front of Cummings Jr. They made contact there. Oh no, look at Elatic around. Cummings pulls it off. Someone coming in like Miley Cyrus. It's a wrecking ball. Choo-choo!
Oh, no, you're making me laugh. Choo-choo! That's me who sings. But Evan C continues to lead with Mario Perez. And Daniel, I'm sorry, Daniel comes, no. Third is Rod Tucker now.
Mario Perez, oh! Some car, the 44 car, Brady Zemke, got all sorts of crossed up. Evan C, we just seen it there, had to take evasive action. And look who goes into the race lead. Oh no, Zemke. He might need some driving tips as Mario Perez, he gets into the race lead. And boy, oh boy, Evan C, he must be kicking himself right now. He's still got a couple of laps to try and get back by the number 3 of Mario Perez.
That's right, with 2 laps to go, coming to the white flag. This time down the back straightaway, Mario Perez is running the high side. Look at Evan C running that middle groove. Coming out turn number 4 down the front straightaway, taking the white flag. It's Mario Perez. Evan C doing everything he can to try to catch up with him. And they go down the back straightaway. Going into turn number 3, Mario Perez will have a comfortable lead. Coming out turn number 4, he will win heat race number 2. Evan C will come home second, Rod Tucker third, Austin Yarborough fourth, Jonathan Smith fifth, sixth is Anthony Cottle, and then Brooks Trammell seventh. Eighth is it Brad Zemke? Brady Zemke. Daniel Cummins Jr.
Well, that heat race certainly had plenty of action for heat race number 2, Stephen. Boy, oh boy, we've still got another 2 heat races to come.
That's right. And let me tell you, Mookie Haney and Miley Cyrus. Whew.
Yeah, we'll leave that one there because I don't want you to start getting any ideas on trying to start singing. So let's move on to heat number 3 with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. 11 cars in this heat race for heat race number 3 of the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model. That FTP Full Throttle Performance, car number 25, R. McCain, you've done it again. Zach McSwain will start position number 1. On his outside, he's running, I think he's running near the top 4 in for the points lead as well, driving that 0-1 machine. Aaron Brumbelow will start position number 2. Kevin Kaufman, car 37, will start position 3. Davin Carbell driving the 07 will start position number 4. Position 5, Kevin Deadman will start on the inside of AJ Cruz out of position number 6. Jarrett Stuckey will start position 7. Bailey Hip out of position number 8. Huey Quillen, Blake Ripley, and Troy Vaughan. Quick, Steve, who finishes 4th in this one?
The 37X, Kevin Kaufman.
All right, I'm going to go with Aaron Brumbelow. This is a pretty stacked heat race. As we get set, heat race number 3, we're about to go green. The Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series, we're underway. Heat number 3, and already look at them go 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. It's Kevin Dedman on the inside of Kaufman and Davin Carbell on the outside. Carbell goes through the middle now, looking on the outside of Kaufman and up on the inside of Aaron Brumbelow. Dedman and AJ Cruz run side by side. Heat number 3, lap number 1 is complete. Dedman into the side of Cruz. And here comes the 22 TeamVLR.com machine. Oh, he blinks in and out just a little bit. But boy, oh boy, it's going to get racy, Steve.
It definitely is in the 07 car. I mean, you look at Davin in second spot. What a great young driver he is. Very young. And he's doing a great job. And he's holding off Aaron Brumbelow for that 3rd spot. But you look at Zach McSwain starting to pull away a little bit in the car number 25.
Not just to go back to that points lead situation, Steve, Daniel Cummings Jr. and Aaron Brumbelow are tied for the points lead. 1 point behind those 2 drivers. Another tied points between Zach McSwain and Blake Murray. So it's all on the line, especially in this double points night. Kevin Kaufman holds on to position for Aaron Brumbelow in 3rd right now, but Brumbelow's going to have his work cut out for him over these next 3 and a bit laps as Zach McSwain continues to lead Davin Carbell. The battle is on for 3rd, 4th, and now 5th because here comes the 22. The Dirty Grass Souls getting the front end dirty with some clay here at the Eldora Speedway. Here comes Dedman, Steve.
That's right, and he's trying not to be a dead man, that's for sure. It's got a little bit loose there, but look at him. He's trying to battle hard for that fourth spot, and I think he might have got it. As he does go to turn number 1. As it come out turn number 2, he has his sights on Brumbelow for that third spot. And, you know, Brett, we're going to see these drivers start getting higher and higher on the track, really close to that wall. You're going to have some drivers try to slide or line over the middle groove. As you see right there, Kevin Kaufman working the middle line as Dedman's working the high line.
Into
As
center,
we're on the final line.
yeah, into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Zach McSwain, he gets the win here in heat race number 3. Second is going to go to Devin Carver, Aaron Brumbelow third, Kevin Dedman in fourth. Then we go to Kevin Kaufman, Jarrett Stuckey, Huey Quillen, Troy Vaughan. And you're looking at Blake Ripley and AJ Cruz to round out your top 10 with Bailey Hip only just completing 4 laps here at heat race number 3. Steve, it's been an unbelievable night so far. Some fantastic race on this track. Of course, is widening up and these drivers are already on the wall. I can't wait to see when it really slickens off to see what kind of line these drivers take.
Definitely is going to be good showing, especially for this feature race tonight.
All right, before we get to the feature race, we've still got to go through one more heat race to find out which drivers will make it directly into the main event from the heats. And let's take a look now. Heat race number 4, your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Alrighty, starting your front row. Car number 47's Lucas Chowning. On his outside is Cody Howard. Your second row inside, in car number 112, Devin Morgan. On his outside, and car number 19 is Garrett Nieberge. On your third row inside is Darren Freeman, and we said it was Austin Freeman, right? And Benji Killian will start 6th. Robert Fletcher will start 7th, and Jason Skinner will start 8th. Starting 9th to 9th is Brian Wax, and then you got Mary Baker starting 10th. And then you got Ryan Nuss starting 11th, and Kendall LeBron starting 12th.
Oh boy,
That is
there's some good ones here. I hope Benji, I hope he's not going to kill him. He's certainly killing the field.
So your 4th place finisher, who's your pick?
Benji Killian.
All right, you go with Benji. I will go
Let's go the
with
principal.
Austin.
Ah, the principal. Jason Skinner.
Just watch. Brian's gonna wax the field.
Yeah, they might just all get baked. Look out. She's a baker. It's Mary.
All right, you see the green flag is out, and you see Lucas Chowning go to the early lead to the high side. And you look right now as Cody Howard will fall in right behind him. Let's go down the back straight. We turn number 3. Now they're 3 wide for that first spot. Devin Morgan on the bottom. Coming out turn number 4. Side by side, Devin Morgan will lead lap number 1 at car number 112. Lucas Chowning got in the wall a little bit. Even Garrett Nieberge got into Freeman there.
Yep, they were 3 wide coming off turn 4 on the first lap there, where Devin Morgan went from 3rd to 1st, and well, he continues to lead the likes of Cody Howard, Lucas Chowning, the battle on screen, Austin Friedman, driving the black and red, number 89, Garrett Nieberge, the TeamVLR.com, number 19, Enka, on the outside looking in. Can he get by? He's still got 5 laps to make something happen. And we've also got driving car number 77, another one of these FTP cars. Steve, there's so many of them, it's hard to keep up with this field of FTP drivers.
That's right, and I did points in another thing tonight, and he's leading it. So he's a fast driver, one to keep an eye on.
Nieberge just put the slider there on Friedman down through turn number 1 and 2. We were halfway home that time by. It'll be now 5 down, 3 to run. Friedman with a slide job on Nieberge. Boy, it is going to be on for that 4th and final transfer spot. Nieberge through the middle, trying to get that 19N car a-rolling. He gets back to the top side into turn number 3. He needs to get a run on the exit of turn 4 to throw the slider down into 1 and 2. Steve, a couple of laps to go, and we are still uncertain on who's going to pick up this final transfer spot.
That's right. It's definitely a good battle on the track. As you look right now, Devin Morgan coming out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He will be getting the white flag. And Cody Howard 2nd, Lucas Chowning 3rd. And so far, Austin's been able to hold off Garrett for that 4th spot, the final transfer spot. They're going turn number 3. Garrett goes down low. They're 3 wide for that 4th spot. Coming down to 4, down to front straightaway. Devin Morgan will win heat race number 4. Second place is Cody Howard, Lucas Chowning. Austin Freeman will pick up the final transfer spot. Garrett Nebby will finish 5th. Robert Fletcher 6th. Jason Skinner 7th. Brian Wax 8th. Ryan Nuss 9th. Mary Baker 10th. And Benji Killian, he killed the field in the back.
Oh, he's killing me. He killed me with that. Anyhow, we move on.
So while we're going to interact, we got 115 people. Who is Mary Baker? So who is that? Who's the real name for Mary Baker? Can y'all tell us on home?
Certainly not Poppins. Just quickly, let's take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's D main.
Listen to the whistle and the bill and the band.
Steve, I thought we had an agreement for you not to sing.
He came in like a wrecking ball.
I don't see him in this heat. I don't see him in this D main. He's probably in the C main, but anyhow, Mary Baker driving car number 41, scheduled to start on pole. On the outside of the front row, driving car number 40 is Robert Schaefer. John Alatic scheduled to line up out of position 3, lining up out of position 4, driving car number 46 of Bailey Hip. Position 5 going to be car 75 of Benji Killian. Cody Rennett in car number 34 out of position 6 with Jacob Campbell out of position number 7. So we're scheduled to have 7 cars in this one, but it looks like only the 4, Steve, are going to make their way onto the racetrack, and all 4 drivers will in fact transfer. So a bit of a 10-lap hot lap session.
Well, let's make a bet who's going to wreck first.
Killian.
All right, you go with Killian. I will go with Jacob Campbell.
Alright, so appreciate all the support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Appreciate all the follows coming through, guys. It's always good to see you guys coming out here and supporting not only Monsters of Dirt, but of course Checkers and Wreckers, and always us here at Ultimate Dirt TV. We of course double duty tonight on the Wicked Wednesday for Monsters of Dirt. Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Models on screen right now, and in about 90 minutes time, or 95 minutes time to be exact, we are going to be live for the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models. Steve, they'll travel to Lanier National Speedway, so that should be a little bit of an exciting show for the Super Late Models fixed setup around Lanier.
That's right. And you see the 123 getting the guy sideways out of the turn, so you know this track is getting slick. And this is a good, this is a practice. Oh, look at there. He's in the wall, sideways, spun around, almost upside down. Car number 123 and Jacob Campbell.
Yeah, you can't actually get that.
No,
you can't actually get that win because that was Cody Rennett who actually turned and got loose, and he actually caused that wreck. So you don't actually win that bet. It goes to Cody Rennett in car number 34.
But meanwhile, back at the range is John Altek and Benji Killian. Let's go, boy. I didn't hear that. See, this is the thing, y'all. Y'all hear me talking and Brett like mutes his mic, so I'm the one who look like a fool.
But I can't mute my mic. I can't mute my mic. I'm still talking to you, Steve.
Oh, you're muting it to them.
Oh, Killian in the side! Oh, that was almost disastrous. 4 down, 6 to run. Oh, what a good night. What a good time to be alive right now in sim racing.
That's right. I mean, you're going to see Jacob Campbell on Judge Judy with Cody Rennett. Do y'all have Judge Judy over there?
What do you mean? Judge Judy's everywhere.
All right. Even in Australia. How about that? She gives the thunder from down under, don't she?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm the thunder from down under.
As they're working on lap number 7 right now, coming across out turn number 4 down the first straightaway to complete lap number 7. Brett, what a hot lap session these 4 people do transfer on to the seat.
Yep, where they will contest C main, consisted of 12 laps. So we'll see how they go in that C main. But if they're able to transfer, they would have done 22 laps before they even got into the B main. And well, while we've got time while we're watching these cars circulate, I'm going to sort of weird flex here, but just going to talk about a race that I did yesterday here at Eldora. Qualified third quick out of 50 odd drivers. Got stuffed in the fence in my heat race. Had to come from the D main, started 6th, won that, started 11th in the C, won that, started 17th in the B, got the first within about 8 laps, ended up finishing 2nd, started the feature in 22nd spot, got up to, I think it was 15th position before I had a racing incident with another driver and fell back to, ended up getting like 20th position. And that was in a 360 around Eldora. Black slick racetrack.
That's right. Hey, do you have Mrs. King over there?
Is that Wayne's husband?
Yeah, they got Burger King. Do you have Waffle House?
Don't know if Waffle House, but we do have Burger King. Well, it's now called Hungry Jack's.
Hungry Jack's. I knew it was a different name, but yes.
Yep. All right, let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's C main.
All right, start your front row. It's Troy Vaughn. On his outside is Brian Wax in the B14. Your second row inside at car number 421 is John Etheridge. On his outside, car number 24, JR, it's Daniel Cummings Jr. Your third row inside is Blake Ripley and Ryan Nuss. Your fourth row is Derek Nichols and Mookie Haney. Your fifth row is AJ Cruz and John Alatek. Starting 11th is Benji Killian and Cody Renner. And bringing up the rear is Jacob Campbell. All right, Brett. Who?
Oh, you can't buy this content anywhere.
The deer. The deer's on the track.
Oh.
No, it's at the gate. Where's the deer?
Oh,
Keep the deer
Lordy.
from the crossing the front.
What do we got? 10, 12 laps, top 4.
Top 4 go to the B main. Top 4.
All right, let's pick the winner.
12 laps of distance. The winner is going to be Daniel Cummings Jr.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a real good pick. 12 laps. You know what? I'm going to go right out of the ballpark here. I'm going to go with John Alatek out of position 10.
I mean, that's a good pick. I mean, he's been strong all night long. Just got done and a bad wreck on an accident. So you see the pace truck start to pull off. We're going to get started for C main. 12 laps, top 4 to the A main. Yeah, it's green flag racing. Troy Vaughn on the loud pedal. Lets him go into turn number 1. He goes to the high side immediately and slides down to the middle. Daniel Cummings working on his hip pocket. Let's go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. They follow the line, but look at Mookie Haney starting to put the pressure on the 421 of John. Oh, Vaughn having trouble there. Vaughn falling back to 6th spot, and he's almost around on the back straightaway. And look who's your leader now. Side by side, but it's going to be Daniel Cummings Jr. coming out. Turn number 4, John Etheridge
He's
in
coming.
that 2nd spot. Yeah, and John Alatek, he's coming. He's now in that 4th spot, Brett.
Yeah, he started 10th. He's now moved his way into positions. Well, that keeps changing between 4th and 5th. He's having a battle there with Ryan Nuss as well. He's now going to clear of that number 13 car as he goes through the middle. That FTP caliber 60 machine. I actually forgot about Mookie Haney in this one, to be honest with you. Had I known that, I probably would have picked Mookie to get the win. But boy, oh boy, the tied points leader in this one, Daniel Cummings Jr. out in front. He needs to transfer. He needs to transfer to make the B and at least give himself an opportunity to make tonight's main event, considering that Brumbelow...
Oh, Alatek in a wall there. He will lose his spot. No, side by side. Etheridge. My bad. It's John and John show there. But John and... this ain't good.
Senpai, look out! But just going back to that comment that I was making, Daniel Cummings Jr., he needs to make the B main to give himself an opportunity to get into the A main, because being double points night, Aaron Brumblow's already transferred. That's Brian Wax, who stopped on the middle of turns 1 and 2.
Wow.
Well, looks like John Etheridge got the wrecker.
He did. And it's all because of Tom said that John was going to win.
We're blaming Tommy on that one. Hashtag Tommy's fault.
You know, Tommy said he likes Chi Chi better, but when did he start paying my bills? Last I knew, you were my dad.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Let's not blow things up out of proportion, all right? Jeez, no wonder I'm broke. No wonder I'm broke if I'm paying your bills.
That's right. No wonder we're both broke, huh?
It's because you keep taking my money. Some content. As I said, you can't get this anywhere else. What other broadcasters have this kind of connection?
That's right. We're tied at the hip in 2 different areas. That's for sure.
No, we're not.
One
Bailey.
in America and one in Australia.
We're not Bailey. Bailey hip.
Bailey hip. Oh.
Yeah, you get it now. Yeah, we're good.
I got it.
Green white checker coming out, Steve.
Tom says wrecking with Whacker. Wrecking with Whacker. Is he wrecking the Whacker? As the pace truck has lights are off, he's going to be pulling into the infield out turn number 4. Daniel Cummings Jr. and Mookie Haney will lead the field to the green flag for the restart. Green flag is out. Side by side they are to the flag stand. Oh, Mookie Haney with a good start there. Mookie Haney goes straight to the top, and he's side by side, and he will take the lead on the back straightaway from Daniel Cummings Jr. But look out, the 60-car John Altek is putting heavy pressure on Mookie Haney, and now coming out fourth, Daniel Cummings Jr. with the lead.
Yeah, Cummings will lead there on the penultimate lap through turn number 1 and 2. The white flag is out. Final time in tonight's C-Main. Steve, look at the track going into turn 3. It's a whole lot slicker than what it was during the heat races. Getting the win, Daniel Cummings Jr. second. Goes to Michael Haney. John Alatic in third. Benji Killian in fourth. And we go back to John Etheridge, Troy Vaughan, Derek Nichols. Then we've got Cody Reddit, Blake Ripley, and Brian Wax to round out this field. Benji Killian and John Alatic from the D through to the C into the B. And well, they're going to have 14 laps to contest in a B main. And it's going to be on, Steve, for the final transfer positions. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's B main.
Choo-choo!
14 laps going to be the distance. The top 9 will make it. So half of this field, Steve, will make it into the show. Half are going to get sent packing as they'll make the trip out to the virtual Lanier National Raceway for the Super Late Model. Starting on pole, it's going to be Calvin Herring. On the outside of your front row, Jonathan Smith. Kevin Kaufman will line up at a position at number 3. At a position number 4 will be Garrett and Ibrahim. Position 5 will be Jesse John Judd. Anthony Cordell will start position number 6. Jared Stuckey will line up at a position 7. Robert Fletcher out of position number 8. Jace John Drudd will line up at a position 9 with Brooks Trammell driving the Checkers and Wreckers. Pro Late Model will start position number 10. Huey Quillen will start position number 11. Jason Skinner out of position number 12. Moving up a row is going to be Daniel Cummings Jr. and Michael Haney with John Alatic and Benji Killian to make this a 16-car field. Steve, who finishes 9th?
Who finishes 9th? It's going to be Jace Jondra. Hey, you know what? Didn't Pappy Cardwell, wasn't he here picking up things that he shouldn't one time from a track? Was this the track we were at?
No, I think it was USA.
No.
Was that with the strippers?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was USA. Oh, it might have been here, actually.
Spit in it, buddy. That's what he says. Spit in it. Green flag is out. Calvin Herring on the lap pedal. Good start for Calvin Herring. As they go into turn number 1, he's on the bottoms, using the bottom to middle of the groove. But look at the second spot driver, Jonathan Smith, using that middle lane and the higher lane. Brett.
Now looking down on the front straightaway, Calvin Herring, your race leader. Second, Jonathan Smith. Then you go back to Kevin Coffin. They race side by side through turn number 1 and 2. Garrett Niebregi in fourth. Then you go back to Jace Johnsrud. In fact, it's Jesse in the 75. Fletcher, Brooks Trammell, low half spun the car. Jace Johnsrud involved. Huey Quillen trying to come through along with Benji Killian as well. Up on the inside goes Killian of the number 1 car of Jared Stuckey. Stuckey going to lose 1. Probably 2, 3, 4 more positions as they make their way down into turn number 3 and 4. They're 3 wide at the back, Steve. Now they go to 2 by 2. And you might just want to think that, well, if these guys think they're not racing for anything, these guys are racing for a transfer spot, the top 9.
That's right. Brooks Trammell's in your final transfer spot with Huey Quillen outside looking in. But you look at the very back of the pack. I mean, 3 wide action for last place. Brett, what else? Where else could you ask for that?
Yeah, keeping an eye on Haney and Alatic coming through along with Benji Killian. Those were 3 of your drivers. Oh, Killian made a huge mistake down into turns 3. He may have had contact there with Haney in the 18 car. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I wasn't looking at it. I'll get to look at it on the YouTube replay, but boy, oh boy, as they make their way down the back straightaway, we complete lap number 6. They're 3 wide right now. Caudle, Johnsrud, and the 23 of Jonathan Smith. Up goes the inside on car number 22. Brooks Trammell. He's trying to look down low, but Caudle in the 99 machine. He's got hooked up with a couple of cars. He goes around and upside down, and Chubbzilla's out.
Wow.
Somebody, and I take this away from Steve, somebody had their no-no touched. There was no consent form given there. And Chubbzilla has been rubbed out.
Calvin Herring continues to lead the B main. With Kevin Coffin in second, Garrett Niebregi third, fourth is Robert Fletcher, fifth is Daniel Cummings Jr., sixth is Jesse Johnsrud, Brooks Trammell. 28, or sorry, 8th, I'm sorry, in 8th is Jonathan Smith and Mookie Haney now in a final transfer spot. Woo! Tom Wacker, what kind of message you give Brett? What kind of message you mail for America to Australia?
Oh boy, oh boy. What do you say this time of year when you buy a trash can?
Spit in it.
He goes to be main. Alright, the lights are still on the iRacing.com page track here at the Eldora, the virtual Eldora Speedway. That is a platform on the iRacing.com service. Make sure to check out.
That's right.
Make sure to check out Checkers and Wreckers on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow. Of course, don't forget to check out Monsters of Dirt as well. Keep up to date with all the sim racing action they have covered throughout the week. And Steve, we're not done with tonight. Of course, after this one, the Super Late Model. But of course, tomorrow night as well, the AC2 Skins UMP Fixed Modified Series. That's going to be a good show.
That's right. Modified's always put on a good show, and especially with the Monsters of Dirt, they have a good field of drivers that's here week in and week out. As the base truck pulls off, Kevin Kaufman, Calvin Herring leading to the green flag. They're off. Calvin Herring, good jump down the front straightaway as they go into turn number 1. Calvin Herring used the bottom to middle groove. You look at Kevin Kaufman run the high side. He's starting to get a little bit momentum as they go down the back straight. We got cars up, around, upside down, and do-si-doing. But we continue green coming out turn number 4. It's Calvin Herring. Now the yellow flag comes out, Brett.
Just going to say, keep an eye on who is up to position number 5. The Suburban Auto Care FEGPC, the Daredevil Racing 24 JR of Daniel Cummings Jr. He started 15th. Now remember, he came from the D main. Of course, all 4 cars transferred from that one. No, did he come from the D main?
Yeah, no, he didn't. He came
He
from
came
C
from
main.
C main.
Yeah,
Benji, I think it was Benji Killing and John Ality who
the
come from the
60
D
car.
main. Yeah.
Yes, they did.
So, and just to
And
give you a sort of an update as well, as I said, he's tied in points. He needs to make this show because double points. If he doesn't make this show, either Brombolo, McSwain, or Blake Murray, one of those drivers, could really pull away, and that could hurt the chances of 24 JR of Daniel Cummings Jr. towards the points championship, especially being double points, Steve.
that's right. We're in our first of 3 green-white checkered attempts as the pace truck should turn its lights off this time as it crosses the start-finish line. Calvin Herring and Kevin Kaufman will lead the field to the green flag for a green-white checkered finish. Exciting, exciting, exciting for the B main. And we have 14 drivers still on the lead lap.
And with 14 drivers on the lead lap, as we go green this time by, Steve, we've got 2 laps to find out the top 9 drivers that are going to make it into tonight's 25 car field.
That's right. Pace truck pulls off. Look as it come out turn number 4. Green flag is out. Calvin Herring on the loud pedal. Kevin Kaufman. He's going to almost lose a spot to Daniel Cummings, but he should have the momentum out the high side coming down the back straightaway as he does. So he maintains that second spot. And we still got cars around spinning on the back straightaway. But look at Daniel Cummings Jr. now side by side with Calvin Herring. He was split. Kevin Kaufman to Calvin Herring there. Wow. As it comes for the final time, Brett, down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Herring into turn number 3 and 4. Cummings Jr. looking to get the run there on the exit of turn number 4, but your win goes to Calvin Herring. Second, Daniel Cummings Jr. Third is going to be Garrett Niebregi, Robert Fletcher, Kevin Kaufman, John Ality, Huey Quillen, Jonathan Smith, and Benji Killing. Did I pick Benji to finish 9th in this one? I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. So he's going to get the final transfer position. Steve, we've got a 5-minute warm-up session. We'll let these drivers come out onto the racetrack and just absolutely annihilate it, tear it up around the Eldora Speedway. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. You're watching the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Models, presented by Monsters of Dirt, live from the virtual Eldora Speedway.
Green flag, everybody.
Going to be a wreck behind you, going to be a wreck behind you.
So I don't know what to do.
Somebody put oil down. We're in the fence.
Are they flagging it? Flag, white flag. Clear, click. Man, this is it, check a flag.
The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit.
Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny line now, sneaks on the low side and nearly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV for the Wicked Wednesday and the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series presented by Monsters of Dirt. It is time for tonight's 50-lap main event, and what better way to go through and take a look at where your favourite driver starts in this one with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving car number 32, Daniel Powell. On the outside of the front row, driving car number 3, Mario Perez.
Starting your inside second row, car number 25 is Zach Boom Boom McSwain. On his outside, it's Devin Morgan in the car number 112.
Out of position number 5, driving car number 79, it's Blake Murray on his outside. In car number 33, starting position 6, it's Evan C.
Starting your starting 7th is Devin Cardwell, and Cody Howard will start 8th.
Driving car number 3, out of position number 9, it's Shane James on his outside. Out of position 10, driving car number 12, Rod Tucker.
Starting your 6th row inside at car number 01, it's Aaron Brumbelow on his outside. In car number 47, starting 12th tonight, is Lucas Jackson.
Position 13 is Justin Sick. Out of position 14, Austin Yarbrough.
Starting your 8th row, car number, is it 35? 22. I knew it was a different number than what's shown on here. Kevin Deadman. And on his outside, it's Austin Freeman in the 80.
Calvin Herring will start position 17. Daniel Cummings Jr. out of 18.
And then starting 19th, it's Garrett Niebergy, and outside of him, it's Robert Fletcher, car number 70.
Kevin Kaufman will start position 21. John Alatic out of position 22.
Ewan Quillen will start 23rd, and Jonathan Smith will start 24th.
PG Killian rounds out the 25-car field. A couple of stories from this one. Zach McSwain, Blake Murray tied second in points. They start 3rd and 5th. Your points leaders, Aaron Brumbelow, he starts 11th. Daniel Cummings Jr., he starts 18th. It's time to get rowdy. The Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model main event is green, and we are underway here at the Eldora Speedway for 50 laps. Perez and McSwain will race side by side through turn number 1 and 2 for 2nd and 3rd. Daniel Powell He's got the top spot. Evan C. hard into the wall. Blake Murray. Here comes Davin Cardwell. 2, 3 wide action throughout this field. On lap number 1, we've got a car around, I believe, going down into turns 1 and 2.
James just got battered.
And we are still green for the moment. 2 down, 48 to run. Devin Morgan. And there is our first yellow of the evening. Oh, it's Daniel Cummings Jr. with a lot of front end damage. Let's take a look now at your wicked cushion instant replay. And Steve, as one of the points leaders coming into this one tonight, he needed a good run. He was already catching up to the back of the 01 of Aaron Brumbelow. And you'll see on screen he just had contact there with Friedman. And unfortunately for Daniel Cummings Jr., the 23, I believe that's Jonathan Smith who got him as well and certainly didn't miss him.
That's right. Collected them up there.
So Benji Killian and Daniel Cummings Jr. both going down to pit road to try and get some of the damage repaired here and hopefully come back out. And well, Steve, we didn't get to ask you before we went this one because I was talking about the point situation for tonight. Who do you think is going to get the job done here tonight after the 50 laps?
Well, you know, Devin Morgan's been strong last couple of weeks. So I'm going to go with Devin Morgan.
All right. Well, I don't want to pick the obvious choice of Zach McSwain, obviously, who starts on pole with these restarts. He's just so good at running the top side. I'm really impressed with Daniel Powell. I'm actually going to go with someone out of the box here. I'm going to go with a guy that starts in 5th position. I'm going to go with Davin Cardwell. Now, just looking at this field, as well as the lights are off on the pace truck, of course, again, we'll keep a close eye on the points battle. McSwain and Murray, who tied 2nd in points, restart 1st and 6th. John Alatic, by the way, up to position 10 as we go back to green flag action here at the virtual Eldora Speedway for the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Models. As it's going to be McSwain to lead Powell and Morgan. They run side by side, a quick yellow down into turn number 3 and 4, and it is John Alatic who's around in that FTP number 60 machine. We get to take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. It was Justin Sick and John Alatic stuck together there on the front straight away, and Justin Sick goes around. And of course, John Alatic tried to pull up just so he doesn't get that position from Justin Sick. But, well, all that work, Steve, from John Alatic. After starting at the back of this field, getting up into a top 10, he now finds himself...
And he caught the flu.
Yeah.
He caught the flu.
He is sick, all right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching us on Facebook Live. Make sure to give a like to Monsters of Dirt on Facebook. Go to their website too, iRacingMonstersOfDirt.com, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, then make sure to follow us on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers on there, so make sure to subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure to give a like and a follow and share this out to your friends and loved ones, folks, as lights are out on Facebook. We're going green this time with Zach McSwain and Daniel Powell in the front row for the 2nd restart of the night.
Yeah, we're going to have 9 down, 41 remaining. Here in your main event for the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series. McSwain, Daniel Powell, 3, 2, 1. He is on the gas. We are back underway here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. McSwain, well, he's going to go through the middle of the racetrack. I'm keeping an eye on Devin Morgan as well in the black and green number 112 machine. He's been very quick here tonight so far. We'll see if he can continue this run on, as I believe we had a red car getting half spun. Look at him 4 wide there. Brumbelow, oh no, Brumbelow around. Oh, Daniel Cummings Jr. gets into the back of him. And there is your 2 points leaders. You want to stay out on the racetrack. 1 car upside down. It's Benji Killian. Now, Benji come from the D main, didn't he?
He did. He played the alphabet soup tonight. So...
yeah, that's a bit unfortunate there for the driver on the number 75 machine who ends up upside down, and that's going to be his night done and dusted. But again, the points battle, and this is certainly going to shake things up, Steve, with double points. If Zach McSwain gets the win, how far does Blake Murray come up the field at the moment? He restarts in 5th. And then, of course, we talk about the guys leading. Daniel Cummings Jr., 17th. Aaron Brombelow, 21st. Boy, oh boy, it is going to be on throughout this, after this one, for the next 5 races, I believe it is.
That's right. You know, Eldora is really tricky in the iRacing communities. You know, it gets really slick for it. And, you know, if you're don't have a good setup or know how to use your throttle control on your, you know, gas pedal, it's a tough night for a lot of people if you don't know how to use throttle control. So, but this slicks off, this track does really quickly for these drivers.
It certainly gets up onto the wall as well. These drivers aren't afraid to put their right rears on top of the cushion and just absolutely rail that cushion, and they do it just centimeters away from the wall. It really takes timing and perfection, you know, to try and run that down. But I guarantee you ain't going to find a driver that is able to run, you know, 50 laps up on top of the cushion without hitting the wall during one stage.
That's right. Lights are on the base vehicle. They're going to turn number 3 side by side as Zach McSwain and Daniel Powell will lead them to the green flag. Pace truck will pull off. Steady pace. McSwain pulls on the loud pedal. Turn number 4 green flag is out. We're racing again. As we go to turn number 1, you look at Powell directly to the high side, but McSwain stays in the middle. Now they're going to be almost side by side down the back straightaway. But oh, we got caution again. That deer took out the radiator.
Oh dear God, we're not going with this again, are we?
That radiator's destroyed, but the car's in perfect condition.
Go figure that one out, right?
Right. That's right, folks. If you're on the street stocks, on official races, you can get with Tom Racker as he's racking them street stocks around the turns in official races. Make sure you get his autograph. I mean, he'll definitely give you a love tap. That.
Seen the way he drives?
He was making friends the first night out.
I'm sure that's what he's calling them.
But it was smart by his idea. He slapped his logo on the other car. That's how hard he was hitting them.
The stickers had peeled right off. Funny enough, they were facing backwards as well.
Right. Hey, but it's fun. It's a learning experience, and we're glad to have Tom out there getting on iRacing too. Don't forget Checkers and Wreckers sponsoring the Pro Late Model Division here on the Monsters of Dirt, and the season champion will get a butt kicker. So that's a pretty nice little prize there. The season champion will get out of the Wreckers or Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series on the Monsters of Dirt.
Tom, I would, but after the Super Late Model broadcast, I'm actually heading out to the shop. So tomorrow we're good for it before the UMP series. I'll be good to go. But green flag back out already. 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Carwell on the inside of Devin Morgan and Daniel Powell on the outside. They go 2 wide down the back straight away. McSwain continues to lead. Morgan will slide up. In comes Powell. He almost takes the front end of the nose off that 07D car. Steve, I'm happy to see at the moment Mario Perez running inside the top 5.
That's right. He has a good run tonight. And, you know, Davin Cardwell, we haven't seen him much lately in the last week or so, but he's out tonight. He's in, kind of stacks up the field right there a little bit. But he's running that 3rd spot, and Kevin Deadman is currently in the 5th spot working for 4th.
Also have a look at who's coming up through the field as well, driving car number 33. Evan Sear, look at him, 3, 4 wide briefly through turn number 1 and 2. The 79 to Murray, oh boy, this is only going to end in disaster. It's going to end in tears for someone, but thankfully they all kept it off of each other. Well, this is going to stack the field back up once again, and well, things just get a little bit more interesting right now, Steve. I'm not sure what the reason for that caution was.
Cow turd in turn 3.
Someone's got that little green monster throwing turds at the drivers, have they?
Yep.
So roughly, we are going to be at the halfway stage when we go back to green. McSwain has obviously been the dominant car so far, but again, we've had a couple of cautions to pretty much slow this field back up and really let this field group back up again. I'd get the feeling, Steve, that if we're able to get about 10 to 15 laps in, the battle between probably first and 10th is really going to be one to watch, because they're not so much spread out, but they're more so spread out into groups.
That's right.
As we wait for the lights on the racing.com pace truck to turn off here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Whether we go back to single file or whether the field will stay in double file. Looks like they're going to go single file restart. So exactly 25 down with 25 to go. Officially at the halfway stage of this race when we go back green. Steve, that FTP number 25 of Zach McSwain looking to find victory lane once again throughout the week here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We've seen it so many times over the past 3 months.
Wow, wow. Base truck will pull off. Zach McSwain on lap battle come out turn number 4. We're off for the restart. As now we have completed halfway down, halfway to go. As you see McSwain on the back straight away. You see Devin Morgan. Now everybody is single file, almost all the way to the mid pack there, and they come out down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Zach McSwain and Brett and Devin Morgan run 2 different lines.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Blake Murray in the 79, who's in 5th at the moment. He was just a car lane lower through 1 and 2 than the driver in front of him in car number 3 of Mario Perez, but also you've got Evan C as well trying to run a different line through turn number 1 and 2. So, these drivers there, yes, they are on top of the racetrack, but they are just trying a little bit different lines, and it can make all the difference in the world. That's
right, it can. And Dan Stevens, if they're shifting, we have problems here because this only has first gear and reverse.
I actually thought there was no F in that. Going back to our poop comment. It's like, yeah, no worries, sweet as, drive fast and shift hard without the F. That could have been oopsie kind of moment.
Right. As you see Zach McSwain coming out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He will complete lap number 30. As the drivers has spread out 1 through 3, has a gap in between each one of them. Evan C is in that fourth. Well, no, it's not Mario Perez in that 4th spot, and Blake Murray right behind him in 5th, and Evan C is 6th, and Kevin Dedman and Lucas Chowding, Daniel Cummings, Jr. John Alatek back up to 10th.
Oh, look at C trying to put a slider there on Blake Murray, unable to complete that pass. 18 laps left to run for Zach McSwain, who's out in front ahead of Devin Morgan. Davin Cardwell in 3rd. 4th is Mario Perez on screen on the left-hand side of your screen. Blake Murray in the black and blue number 79 car. He's running up the top 5, and then Evan C on screen driving car 33 is in 6th as Evan C gets into the back of Murray after Murray. He made the mistake, he jumped the cushion, got into the wall, but of course there was no harm, no foul for those 2 drivers. They still run 5th and 6th.
That's right. You know, the reason why we had so many cautions at the very beginning is because Dan Stevens gave drivers meetings to make sure you shift. Well, he just didn't realize that they shifted and they were throwing in reverse, and that's what was causing the wrecks earlier. We blame it on.
Oh, we're going to blame someone right now. We can't blame the drivers that are on the racetrack. Meanwhile, well, now we start to see on screen Evan C, Blake Murray. These drivers are just trading slide jobs at the moment. Big slider there from C into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, back through turn number 1 they go. And this time it's going to be Murray as the 23, Jonathan Smith, staying to the bottom side of the racetrack. So Blake Murray falls back to position 6. And again...
And you know, Daniel Cummings, after getting in the wreck early, he's back up in that 9th spot. And he's working on Lucas Chowning for the 8th spot there.
Yeah, he has certainly driven the piss out of that thing. Let me tell you, that 24 JR car has passed a whole ton of cars. He's come from the B main to win that one, and then of course now he's in the A. He started what, 21st, I think it was. No, he started in fact 18th, and he is up to position 9. So he's passed 9 cars alone in this main event, and that's not including the cars in the B main that he passed.
That's right. And you know, Evan C's now in 5th spot. Mario Perez, well, great running for this guy. He's in that 4th spot. He's been up front all night long. Well, a great run for Mario Perez.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job as we go back and take a look at Blake Murray. One of these drivers that was second tied in points along with Zach McSwain. Of course, McSwain, well, he may just have the points lead coming out after this one because the next closest driver to him, Blake Murray's in 6th. Daniel Cummings Jr., 9th. Aaron Brombelow, 11th. So those two drivers, Brombelow and Cummings, they're going to be split up after this one. So those drivers won't be tied on points. But, boy, it's really going to tighten this clamp up on the final 5 races of the season, Steve. We've got 8 to run that time by.
That's right. Daniel Cummings Jr., he's still in that 9th spot, but he has 3 cars he can pass. He's been putting heavy pressure on your 8th spot. Lucas Chowning and Kevin Dedman sits in 7th, right as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Daniel Cummins run that lower line compared to Chowning and Dedman, and sometimes he gets a pretty good run.
And in fact, we're on board now with the driver of the number 24 machine, as he's got heavy traffic in front of him. These 3 cars in front of him, yes, they are all for positions 6, 7, and 8. As Daniel Cummings Jr. rides in the 9th position. Steve, as they come out of turn 4, your leaders, they've just been given a 5 to go signal from the flagman.
That's right, 5 fingers sticking out. Hey, look at Dedman's slide job on the 79 back underneath them. Blake Murray as they go to turn number 3. Look at Cummins. He's now battling. He's got almost around the 47 Lucas Chowning as he goes to the bottom side, turn number 1, slides to the middle, and by Murray and Dedman battling side by side, this allows Chowning and Cummings to catch up to him.
Yeah, like I said, there was this 4-car battle on the track. Of course, they were single file. They went to 2 by 2, and now they're going to go back out to single file as we have a couple of laps left to run. McSwain through turn number 1 and 2. He's just so good on the top side of the racetrack, driving that FTP iRacing iFlag. Dirty Grass Soul, Capron screen printing. He will come out of turn number 4. The white flag is upon us, Steve. This has been about a 25 lap run to the end. So a good period of green flag action here as they come off of turn number 4. Kevin Dedman, no, in fact, not Kevin Dedman. It's Zach McSwain who is going to go to victory lane. No, that's not, I'm not trying to rhyme. Second will be Devin Morgan. Third will be Davin Caldwell. Mario Perez holds on to 4th. Evan C. rounds out your top 5. Blake Murray in 6th. Kevin Dedman 7th. Lucas Chowning in 8th. 9th is Daniel Cummings Jr. ahead of Aaron Brombelow in position number 10. John Alatic, Robert Fletcher, Austin Friedman, Daniel Powell, Garrett Nebraji, Huey Quillen, and Justin Sick in 17th. The last car on the lead lap, Kevin Kaufman, Calvin Herring, and Cody Howard all go a lap down in 18th, 19th, and 20th. Jonathan Smith 2 laps down in 21st position. Shane James, Benji Killian did not finish this one. Of course, 24th and 25th didn't even bother to show up. Steve, we had a few yellows there at the start, but we end with a 25 lap run to the finish.
That's right. With a final restart single file, we got it where the drivers had room and space to race it out. And it was good racing all throughout the last 25 laps. And especially for that 9th, 8th, and 7th, 6th spots there. I mean, there was some good racing. All
right, well, let's go ahead and chat to your winner here tonight, driving car number 25. As I say before, McCain, he's done it again. It's Zach McSwain to get the job done here in the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model. Zach, congratulations on the win. First and foremost, such a dominating performance. It's nice to see you guys get that long green flag run there towards the end.
Yeah, we just caution after caution at the start. I was lucky to get the lead there early, and just that last green flag run, I was just able to check out on them.
What was it like trying to put, well, I'm going to say about 30 laps, 35 laps on the top side around Eldora? You've had a lot of practice, a lot of races here at the Eldora Speedway. It just sort of comes second nature to you, right?
Yeah, it's one of my better tracks and pro late models. So yeah, I was just trying to keep it out of the wall. That cushion got a little sketchier in 1 and 2, so I was just trying to be smooth once I got out to like a 2-second lead.
You picked up the win in the heat race, and of course that allowed you to start position 3. Double points on offer tonight. There was 1 point separating 4 drivers, first, second, throughout the night here. It was crucial to get the win on a double points night to maximise yourself and to really boost your chances in looking for this Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Championship.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not sure where the other guys finished at, but we'll take a win.
Well, I'll tell you that right now. Blake Murray, who you were tied with second in points, he ended up finishing 6th, so you moved clear of him. You were 1 point behind Aaron Brumbeler and Daniel Cummings Jr., but they finished 9th and 10th, so no matter after this one, you're going to elevate yourself into the points lead. What does it mean to you to potentially pick up another championship, although there's still, a few weeks to go in this one?
Yeah, still a couple races left. We'll just keep trying to run up front, and hopefully everything will fall out.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here at the Eldora Speedway. We'll let you get to celebrating a victory. But before we do, of course, we'll throw the mic back to you for one final time on this broadcast anyway. Sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, just like to thank Team FTP, iRacing, iFlag, Dirty Grass Soul, Caper and Screen Printing, Tac 3 Defense, Super Moon Graphics, Monsters of Dirt. Thank y'all for the broadcast, and thank Monsters of Dirt for putting on a race.
All right, there we go. Zach McSwain there, home in first place tonight. We'll throw it over to Steve McMillan, who's chatting by with the Devon Morgan, who comes home second place tonight.
Well, Devin Morgan, congratulations on your second place finish tonight. You already picked up a win earlier in the week. You've been on a tear the last 2 to 3 weeks. Tell us.
Yeah, I've just been running official races, any dirt stuff I can get into. I've just been running it constantly, just trying to get better and learn the tracks and learn where the groove how it kind of moves around and whatnot. Just getting better. I kind of took a break from the dirt stuff there and started running back a little bit when Fairbury came out and VLR picked me up. So I've been grinding.
That's right. Tonight, the track was really slick. I mean, good running you had. I mean, did you think you had anything for McSwain at any?
Maybe if I could have stayed close enough, I may have been able to throw a slide job there or something. I just made way too many mistakes there at the start of that run and allowed him to get a good gap, and then we were just all so close. You know, I'd be half a tenth faster one lap, he'd be half a tenth faster the next lap. It was just so close. I never would have been able to run it back down at that point. Would have needed a caution.
All right. Well, Devin Morgan, who would you like to make it all possible for you tonight?
My mom, my dad, Splash and Go Graph, Kirkwood Transportation, Dreamer Racing Series, and Team VLR.
All right. Coming home in second place tonight is car number 112, Devin Morgan. Back to you, Brett, with your third place finish.
Yeah, we're with the baby himself, Davin Cabo, coming home in third place tonight. Davin, congratulations. You started 7th. You pick up 4 positions in double points tonight, and you come away with a third place run. Talk about your race and how you're able to survive this one.
Yeah, just it's kind of hard to come from the back here, and whenever I messed up on setup for the heat race, that was a bad night from the start. But yeah, it was just so one lane in the feature. I mean, it's just typical Eldora, boring track. But I was looking at the times. I was actually the fastest car there at the end, but unfortunate when we get away. But congrats to Zach on our win.
It was always going to be tough with this field, and of course we throw in double points as well. This track, as you said, it can get typically one groove on the top side, but throughout those first 25 laps when you guys were with double file, you guys were able to make some moves on the bottom and the middle. Do you think that the single file restart sort of killed that off tonight?
Yeah, it did, but I mean, if you wanted to see some green laps, we had to go single file. So I mean, that's basically the only way we was going to get some green laps in was single file. But yeah, the bottom was there early on, but just top there at the end.
Well, kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't kind of type night. But Tay, congratulations on your third place run here tonight. We know you got some sponsors and some shout outs to give as well.
Yeah, I got to thank everyone at Monster Dirt for giving me the opportunity, and everyone at Dream Motorsports, and thank you for broadcasting.
All right, Davin Cardwell, they're home in third place tonight's team. That'll wrap the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series up from the Eldora Speedway. We are not done with yet. Of course, in about 40 minutes time, we've got the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models fixed setups, and well, we go to a 3/8 of a mile racetrack, Lanier National Speedway.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. Make sure you tune in for some thrills and spills. And who knows, some unexpected violence could happen at Lanier, or it could be one hell of a race from start to finish, guys. Make sure to tune back in with us in around about 30.
Yeah, about 40 minutes time we'll be live once again right here on Ultimate Dirt TV on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. Of course, don't forget to check out Checkers and Wreckers on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow, along with Monsters of Dirt. They are the ones that provide that. They're the ones that are providing this show here tonight. And of course, don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. Go to facebook.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit the like and follow button there, and of course, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV and hit the subscribe button, as we aim for a few more subscribers to get to that 1,000 mark. But again, we're a little bit away, but it'll take time. We'll get there eventually. And of course, a big thanks to our wonderful sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, the World of Thunder iRacing League, National Oval Racing Association, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing, iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, everybody that makes this all possible, and on behalf of your broadcast team tonight, on behalf of Stephen McMillian and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell and good night, and we'll see you in about 40 minutes time for the Super Late Models at Lanier. Choo choo!